Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here. Jesus Christ, that was a horror show today, an absolute horror show. I'm hoping that Paul's going to join me very, very shortly. I was ready to go live for the penalties, actually. I thought it was going to go straight to penalties there. Really, really, really cruel on Kidderminster there. You've got to give it to them. They absolutely tore us a new one in that game. We couldn't get the ball moving through the game. Just a long slog. And the fact, both last minute goals there, last minute of extra time, last minute of full time to get the goals. Listen, I'm glad we're through. Who doesn't want to go through? Of course you want to go through, but we didn't deserve that today. We really, really didn't deserve that today. It was an absolute horror show. A horror show. Let's have a look at the lineups, guys. I know you guys know it, and all of you guys watched the game today. It's a little bit easier to do the review, actually, because you guys would have seen the game. Sometimes the games, some of you don't have links for the games live, obviously because, it's hard to find the links. But, today we have all seen the game today, and that's the big difference. We all can have our opinion on it today. So we did line up like this, guys. Let's go through Kidderminster first. Kidderminster lined up with the 4-2-3-1 as we predicted. Simpson, Preston, Cameron, Richards, Bajorami, Carrington, Hemmings, Austin, Sterling, James and Morgan. How good was that Preston for them today? He was fantastic for them today. We lined up with a 4-2-3-1. Ariola in goal, Fredericks, Diop, Zuma, Johnson, Crow, Noble, Yarmolenko, Benrahma, Vlasic with Jared Bowen up top. The bench today for us was Cresswell, Soufal, Fornells, Dawson, Soucek, Randolph, Okaflex, Alessi, the young centre-back, and Declan Rice as well. And didn't we have to use every single one of them? It really, really, really was a struggle today. It really, really was. Peter says West Ham are massive. Just about, mate. Just about stayed massive today. I'll tell you what, they absolutely wiped the floor with us today. I'm looking forward to when Paul comes on in a minute. It won't be long, I tell you. And I know that he was very, very angry through the game. And Daluni says easy. Give us your opinions as well, guys. Just look at those match facts there, guys, as well. Look, there's absolute disgrace. Yeah, them passing stats, but what did we actually do with them? 20 shots, four on target, 14 off. 14 for them, 4 off. The first half, we didn't do anything, though. We didn't do anything. We needed the man who's on the screen now. Just got the interviews there. Declan Rice to come on. Obviously, did score. You can see there, Declan Rice, 91st minute, and then Bowen, 120th minute. Really, really, really harsh from them. Really, really harsh. Would we still beat Barcelona? I'll tell you what, mate, not on that sort of performance. And obviously concerns now is, Kurt Zouma, mate. How injured is Kurt Zouma? Let's hope it's not that bad. It did look bad the way he went down. He did manage to get through the end of the game, but this, I wouldn't expect him to play against Watford now. I'm sure, Paul will discuss that as well with me in a minute. Just so poor. That midfield of Crow and Noble couldn't get the ball moving. I put out a jokey tweet about Iniesta and Xavi, fear quaking in their boots about their legacy. But that was poor. That they were really, really, really poor today. Short corners as well. Why did we consistently persist on doing the short corners? We've got big units in there. Zuma can header a ball. Diop can header a ball. I just don't know. Mate. Let's get Paul involved. Paul, mate, how's it going, mate? Just going through, the stats and the team lineup. It's a good time for you to join, mate. So, what did you make, mate, when the team lineup come out? I know we was all a bit excited, mate, but I'll tell you what, that was shocking, wasn't it? That was shocking.
Embarrassing. My head hurts, mate. I've got a headache. Probably my head hurts. Saw the teams come out, and I'm sorry, but it was a strong team. It was a decent looking team. No kids in there.
These internationals in there.
Exactly, mate. These are international footballers playing against a 6th tier non-league side. And you look at that team and you think, it doesn't matter what we think of these players. They should have enough to beat a sixth-tier non-league team.
Mm. They look
Ah,
fitter than us as well, mate. I thought they looked fitter than us. I thought they passed the ball better than us. They wanted it more than us.
yeah.
You know,
They were
you're
better
going
all
to
over the
get.
pitch.
Go on, mate.
Better all over the pitch. I, I've calmed down a lot now because I've just had half an hour of extra time.
Yeah.
But we were about to go live at the 90 minutes when we were about to lose the game, and I was going nuts. I was going absolutely nuts. I'm not joking. Like, seriously, my head here hurts bad. I was going nuts. I've calmed down a bit now, but it's a disgrace, mate. It like 60 minutes it took for us to have a shot on target.
Well, mate, it took us to bring on the big. I know, like you say, we had a good team out, but it took us to bring on Fornals, Soucek, Rice before we actually started doing anything in the midfield.
Yeah, yeah, and honestly, mate, Rice was the only player. Like when Rice scored, I said he was the only player on the pitch that deserved that.
Yeah,
We
like
deserved
Dion
nothing.
Dublin kept saying it, didn't he, mate? He's looking around the pitch and no one's moving.
Yeah, we deserved nothing. We deserved nothing, and it just makes everything seem so much more farcical. The whole January transfer window, and Moyes doing interviews saying, oh, "I've got a really strong squad. There was no players available better than what we had, mate." Come on.
No, I
Like
agree,
that
mate.
was disgraceful. That was embarrassing. I'm still embarrassed. Yes, we went. I see a comment there
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Debo. Yeah, we went through. That's all that matters. I don't agree with that, mate. Yes, we went through. Yes, if we end up
It
going
was
and winning the
papering
FA
over the cracks, isn't it? And that's like I say, Dev. We're all happy that we went through. Obviously, we're happy we went through, and especially Man United going out last night. Chelsea sadly did go through in the end, but it's papering over the cracks, mate. Like the squad depth is awful. It's
It's
awful.
embarrassing. That was embarrassing, mate. I'm embarrassed as a West Ham fan. I'm embarrassed. Non-league Kidderminster took West Ham to literally the last second of extra time.
Mm.
Embarrassing.
Yarmolenko had to try and dive to get a penalty. You know what I mean?
Disgraceful, mate. Disgraceful. All of those players, apart from Declan Rice, and I actually thought Fornals played some really good passes. I think Fornals did well when he
I thought
came on.
Johnson played well in the first half.
I think Johnson played well. I think it was harsh bringing him off. I would have took off Fredericks and moved Johnson to the right. But every one of them other players should be embarrassed after this game. They should hang their heads. They should be embarrassed.
Let's just go through it quickly then, mate. So the first half, the goal did come. Areola, keeper we wanted, he's big to blame for that goal, weren't he? That first goal.
Yeah, he needed to do better. As a keeper, if you're going to come, you have to take everyone out. And he didn't. Yes, he had the defender in the way and the attacker in the way, but it doesn't matter. If you're a goalkeeper and you come out for a ball, it doesn't matter who's in front of you. You have to go through him to get it. And he didn't.
Definitely.
He was weak there. And it's a shame because I thought he had made a couple of good saves up to that point.
Yeah.
I thought he was looking quite sharp coming out for crosses. But yeah, no, he needed to do better there.
What about performances in the first half then? Because we didn't really do anything. In terms of Crow and Noble, mate, Alex Crow was awful.
Shocking.
Awful.
Shocking. And see, this is the thing, right? So then you could look at that performance and say, all right, okay, well, now we understand why he hasn't been being played, why Moyes ain't playing him. Why is he still at the club? Why are we still paying his wages? Why is he still there? Send him back. If he ain't going to play, if he ain't good enough, send him back. Why are we paying his wages? Shocking. Noble, poor.
Benrahma huffed and puffed, didn't he?
Benrahma was shocking. Yarmolenko was awful. Bowen in the first half, completely anonymous.
I said it just before you come on, mate. Literally what I was talking about. What about them short corners, mate? We sat all the time, didn't we, about short corners? Like, what are we doing? You got big units in there. We're one of the best teams at. I think we are the best team at set pieces. And then they play the short corner.
And you have to think, why are we doing that? I mean, it has to be tactics.
Instruction. It must be
It must be instructions. It must be instructions. I mean, what did they think? Oh, we'll catch him out or something. I don't understand. And then we persisted with that literally right the way through the entire match. We kept trying short corners. Not a single one of them worked.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I do not get it. Like you said, mate, second half, all the big boys did come on.
Apart from our amazing new striker who we signed, mate, didn't see him, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately, we didn't see him. No, we will talk about that tomorrow when we do the podcast. We'll save the transfers till tomorrow. Yeah, we played better in the second half, didn't we? We did get the ball a bit more. Declan Rice was trying and stuff. We had a couple of half shots, 86 minute. Benrahma had that one that just went off all the people. But then we did get the goal, and it was a good goal from Declan Rice, mate. Thank God it came.
Yeah, very good goal. And like I say, he was the only player on the pitch that deserved it, and he's just like
He's head and
obviously.
shoulders, mate. He's head and shoulders.
Oh,
By
mate, it's
everyone, mate.
ridiculous. Obviously, 80 minutes to go. It looks like we're going out. My phone's going nuts. All everyone else, all the other fans are texting me. Oh, this is embarrassing, isn't it? And funny enough, one of my mates, Man United fan, who obviously they went out yesterday, he was saying, "Oh, I can't wait to see Rice at Man United next year." I said,
Okay.
and I mean this. He's better than Man United.
But he ain't going Man United. He's going Chelsea or Man City.
He's better than Man United. He's
Yeah.
far too good for us. We are turning into a one-man team. Legitimately, we're turning into a one-man team. And I said just a comment from Jordan there. Feel sorry for the Kidderminster fans.
Oh, sorry, yeah, wrong one.
I feel sorry for the Kidderminster fans. I saw some of I've been following the game as well, obviously watching it, and then I was following the match thread on these at Mother Brown, and people were saying, "Oh, I feel gutted for Kidderminster." I don't.
No, it's harsh, but I'm not gutted. I want to win.
No, it was cruel. It was harsh, but mate, I celebrated when Rice scored that goal.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
My cats are still hiding upstairs somewhere.
Yeah, mate, when Man United scored that last-minute winner against us a couple of weeks ago, mate, that was cruel on us. But, Man United fans ain't going to go, oh, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Went into extra time, mate, for a long, long time. The whole of extra time. It looked like it was going to penalties. I was ready to go live for the penalties. And then up pops Jared Bowen, a man in good form. He didn't play well today, but he got his goal. And through we go, mate.
And
but before that, sorry, mate. What about Kurt Zuma, mate?
Well, let's hope.
It didn't look good. Didn't look good.
And it still don't look good, mate. He didn't. You could tell he could barely. He was struggling. We had to keep him on because we had no more subs left to bring on. But he was struggling. He didn't want the ball, and I was going mad. Why did we kept passing him the ball? Dawson kept giving him the ball. Like, mate, what are you doing? Yeah. He obviously doesn't want the ball. Let's just hope that he's okay, mate.
Oh, mate, if he's not okay.
After that performance from Diop, and I've defended Diop a ton. I really have, but
I don't understand why Dawson didn't start that game anyway. Because of the non-league thing. Non-league is rough and tumble, men's league, as they call it.
The only thing I can think, mate, is if Moyes was using this as a chance for Diop to say, right, here's your chance to prove yourself. Prove that you can play with Zuma. Prove that you two can make a partnership. Let's see what you can do. And he was... I don't know.
Is there anyone out there today, mate, that, I know we can all sit here and say it, like, hypothetically, is there anyone out there that should never play for West Ham again the rest of this season?
Honestly... the problem is we don't have that luxury because we haven't got a squad. We haven't got a squad.
Well,
but
Yarmolenko's
not good enough. Diop's not good enough. Král is not good enough. I still don't see anything in Vlasic. I'm sorry. I still don't see anything in him.
Big opportunity for him today as well, wasn't it?
Noble.
Well, he's just he's past done, and
exactly. I'm not gonna crap one mark. But I just. But as I say, mate, and again, like you say, we'll talk about it properly tomorrow. But we just have no squad. We've got no squad. These players have to play, And again, I saw a lot of fans today saying, "Why did we play Yarmolenko?" Because we had to play Bowen up front.
Well, and we're playing Tuesday, mate, as well. We're playing Tuesday night at the end of the day as well. So it should have been a case of.
So he said, "All right, we're going to rest Antonio, our only striker, if you want to call him a striker." So we'll rest him, which means that Bowen has to play up front, which means that Yarmolenko has to play on the right. Like, it's a joke. It's a joke. The situation we're in is an absolute disgrace, mate. Yes, absolute disgrace.
Good comment, this actually. I feel Moyes would be too stubborn to play a Lessie if Zuma was out, and I think that's true, mate. I think it's Diop and Dawson for the rest of the season. If God forbid that Zuma is out for the rest of the season.
No, where was he? What? Why? Where was Perkins? Where was he? He's been on the bench. See, this is weird, right? Because this to me,
come on, are you ever going to bring this geezer on?
I mean that obviously the substitutions that he made, you can't really criticise now because we ended up going on to win the game. But I said so. We have 5 subs to make. Our first 4 subs were 2 defenders and 2 defensive midfielders. We've got nothing going forward. I would have loved to have seen Flex play. I think he really probably should have started that game. Like I say, why weren't Perkins even on the bench? To me, that means that maybe Moyes was using Perkins before the window as a thing to the ball to say, this is what I've got. I've got nothing. This is what I've got. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we did deserve nothing, mate. We deserved absolutely nothing. We were
Yeah.
very, very, very lucky, very fortunate. It was very cruel. Don't get me wrong. We'll take the win and move on. But we did not deserve that.
I'm very, very worried, mate, for the rest of the season. I have to say, like, you know, an injury. We're 2 injuries away from a crisis. We really, really are. And that's Antonio and maybe even Zuma now. So it might only be 1 injury away from a crisis.
If Zuma's out, that's Diop and Dawson for the rest of the season. If Antonio gets injured, that's Bowen playing up front, and that's Yarmolenko playing every single game. If Declan Rice, heaven forbid, if something happens to Declan Rice, I don't even know what happens. I just don't, mate. I don't. We might as well pack it in.
Yeah.
And it just, like I say, it just makes January even more of a disgrace. Even more of a disgrace. It really does.
Yeah, we'll discuss that in depth tomorrow. Man of the match, mate, dare I ask, for West Ham?
Well, for West Ham, it can only be Declan Rice. It can only be Declan Rice for West Ham. The person who actually got man of the match, their centre half, Preston.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
He would have been better than Diop today.
Yeah, he was fantastic, mate. He was fantastic. Anything else, mate, you want to just finish on there? Because we won't go for too long. Like I say, we'll discuss more tomorrow.
Yeah, like I say, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that that Rice ended up scoring, because I've calmed down a lot over that last half hour of extra time. I was sitting there thinking, I don't know, I'm going to get through this without swearing. It was bad.
That really was. That first half was disgrace.
You know, we're through. Happy days. We'll take the win and move on. But like I say, mate, I'm embarrassed as a West Ham fan for that game today. I really am.
Last thing, mate, if you can pick someone you want to have in the next round or don't want to have, who would you like to see come out? Yeah, I believe it's tomorrow, or maybe Monday night.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Do you know, I would genuinely rather pull a top team. I'd rather pull a Premier League team.
We'll probably play better, yeah. We probably would play better, mate. I'm just having a look here
against lower league opposition. I don't know what it is. We just can't play against lower league opposition.
You've got Chelsea in there, Man City. I don't want Tottenham again, though. I don't want Tottenham. No. All right, then, mate. We'll leave it there because, we've got plenty to talk about tomorrow and we don't want to go too in depth for that. Thanks for anyone who has been watching live. I assume that all the other big West Ham fan channels are out there. That's why the numbers are a bit low. But, hope if you enjoyed the game, good luck to you, because I'll tell you what, it does get better than that. It does get better. But until next time, guys, come on your hands, keep believing. Let's go.
Cheers.